Hey, welcome back, guys, and we're going to do the final exercise in section 3 of chapter 2. This exercise is called Gift Tax Calculator. The solution will be uploaded to GitHub, so let's go ahead and solve this along. You can pause the video right now to solve it on your own, see how you fare, and then come back to this video and watch it as we solve it together. Again, final solution will be up on GitHub. Link is in the description. So it says some paying taxes makes Finns happy. Oh, some say paying taxes makes Finns happy. So let's see if the secret of happiness lies in one of the taxes set out in the Finnish tax code. According to the Finnish tax administration, a gift is a transfer of property to another person against no compensation or payment. If the total value of the gifts you receive from the same donor in the course of 3 years is $5,000 or more, you must pay gift tax. When the gift is received from a close relative or a family member, the amount of tax to be paid is determined by the following table, which is also available on this website. So the value of gift, these are the ranges, the tax at the lower limit, and the tax rate for the exceeding part. So the first bracket is 5,000 to 25,000, then 25,000 to 55,000, and so on all the way up to $1 million. You can pause here to read the chart a little bit more. If you're reading along on your own computer, you can just pause this video, read that, and to remember some of these values. So it says for a gift of 6,000 euros, the recipient pays a tax of 180 euros. And the 180 euros is calculated by taking tax at the lowest limit, which is $100, because again, $6,000 falls between 5,000 and 25,000. So the lower limit to tax will be $100. Would be 100 euros. So we have 100 plus the actual value minus the lower of the in this bracket, the bracket that the value falls under its lowest limit, which is 5,000, times the exceeding tax rate, which is 8%. Similarly, for a gift of 75,000 euros, the recipient pays 7,100 euros. So we do $4,700 because so 75,000 falls in this tax bracket, taxable gift bracket. This is between 55 and 200,000. The lower limit is 4,700, which is plugged in here. Then we take the value of the gift minus the lowest value of the gift in that bracket times the tax rate of 12%. It says, please write a program which calculates the correct amount of tax for a gift from a close relative. Have a look at the examples below to see what is expected. Notice the lack of thousands separators in the input values. You may assume there will be no spaces or other thousands separators in the numbers in the inputs, as we haven't yet covered dealing with these. So for example, commas and periods and stuff like that. So just assume every value inputted is going to be a whole integer. Okay. We're going to have a variable here called gift, which is going to be an inputted integer, value of gift. Then we're going to have another variable called tax, which we're going to set it equal to 0, and that's what's going to it's going to store the value of the calculated tax. Then we're going to have a bunch of conditional statements here. So we're going to say if the gift is greater than or equal to 5,000 and the gift is less than or equal to 25,000 euros, because this is the first bracket, then the taxable lower limit is 100 and the exceeding tax rate is 8. So then we're going to do colon tax is equal to 100 plus gift minus 5,000 times 0.08. And then here, all the way at the bottom, we're just going to write else tax is equal to, it should be print tax should equal to 0. Actually, no, that's not true. Then down here, we'll say if tax is greater than 0, then we're just going to print amount of tax euros, like that. Else, we're going to print no tax. Because remember, if the total value of the gift is less than 5,000 euros, then we have no tax. So let's just test this as it is. If we put in 3,500, we should get no tax. So 3,500, no tax. If we plug in 5,000, because it falls between 5,000 and 25,000, we should get 100 euros. Okay, 100 euros. So what do we do moving forward? We're just going to keep chaining else if statements all the way down through each bracket. So I'm just going to do that off screen. I'm going to pause the video here. Actually, no, let's just do it through the video. So then we're going to say else if gift is greater than or equal to 25,000 and gift is less than or equal to 55,000 euros. And tax will be, right, 25,000 to 55,000 euros. The tax lower limit is 1,700 and the tax exceeding rate is 10%. So this will be 1,700 plus the value of the gift minus the lower limit times 10%. Then we'll say else if gift is greater than or equal to 55,000 and less than or equal to, I think it was 75,000. No, it's 200,000. 200,000. Then we're going to say tax is equal to the lower limit, which is 4,700 euros plus gift minus the lower limit of 55,000 times exceeding tax rate of 12%. Then we're going to do else if gift is greater than 200,000 and but less than $1 million, $1 million euros. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 6 zeros. And tax is equal to, what's the taxable lower limit? $22,000. 22,000 euros. I keep saying dollars. So 22100 plus value of the gift minus the lower limit, which is 200,000, times the taxable limit of what? Is it 15%? Yes, 15%. And then anything above this will be gives in value exceeding $1 million. So we'll just say that the tax is equal to $1 million. Actually, no, the taxable lower limit is 142,000 euros. 142100. Is this 6 numbers? Yes, it is. Plus value of the gift minus the lower limit, which will be 1 million. Is this 6 zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is. Times 17%. And I think this should work. So let's run this. So if we plug in 3,500, we get no tax. If we plug in 5,000, we get 100 euros. If we plug in 75,000, I think it said. No, 27,500. 27,500, and we get 1,950 euros. There was some other, so 75,000 should return 7,100. So let's try 75,000. Yep, we get 7,100 euros. So let's test this and see if we pass our tests. And we do. So let's check what the model solution is. Right, so here they have a variable called value. We set it to equal to gift, but they set it to value. Then they have here, if value is less than 5,000, then tax is equal to 0. Otherwise, they check if tax is less than 25,000. Then they calculate the tax if it's less than 55,000. So now it's basically going to go, well, we know that if this passes, then we know that tax is 0, so we don't have to do anything else. But we also know that the value is less than 5,000. So then we just have to check the gap between 5,000 and 25,000, which is the upper limit of the first bracket. Then we check the next bracket, again, do the calculations, do the next bracket, all the way up to 1 million, and then they do that. So our solutions are pretty close. We did the logical AND operators and just chain them together instead of just doing a long line of conditional checks like this. But either way works. This is my solution. This is their solution. But yeah, solution will be uploaded to GitHub. Link is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, if you found some use from it, if you're following this course along, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part.